Welcome back everyone to another episode of Minecraft Better Than Adventure. Today, we're actually not heading over to the Sign Garden because this is the first scheduled Better Than Adventure upload. That's because I owe you guys for last week, so I'm actually planning on uploading 2 episodes this week. Sure, both of them are pretty short. However, it's episode 25 and I want to build an observatory. I already have everything planned, so let's get right into it. I'm recording this episode right after the last one, so it is still raining, and you can't sleep through rain on beta version of Minecraft, so I just have to deal with the annoying darkness and the fact that there's rain everywhere ruining my Minecraft bitrate. It sucks. I hate rain so much. I absolutely hate the weather in Minecraft. There's no point to it. Anyways, I'm going to be building an observatory up there. It's perfectly flat. There's perfect enough room for it. And the observatory is a pretty small building, so this episode will be rather short, once again. I know you guys don't very much enjoy shorter episodes, but I feel like I owe you guys, and I'd also like to appease the algorithm a little bit, so of course I'm gonna upload again. This one's pretty simple. There's our steel factory from last episode. I do think I need to adjust the height of the smokestacks a little bit, but besides that, it doesn't look that bad. It does look a little unflattering from certain angles, but it can still be recognizable as a factory sometimes. I've actually never seen our towers from this angle. They look pretty good. Of course, once I start hiking up this mountain here, it starts to get dark, so now I have to head back and I have to sleep. It does feel weird not going to the sign garden, but you guys might see this happen more often as I run out of ways to upload. I do think it's much healthier for my mental state if I start scheduling uploads more rather than constantly recording them the day before upload. Hopefully this build doesn't take me too long and I get enough commentary in for you guys to enjoy. Remember that this is supposed to be a very relaxed series, especially nowadays when I've started committing to just being a little more myself on camera. One thing I just realized is that I'm actually already forgetting a couple of blocks. Yay me. I know that these recent builds haven't been my best, especially compared to the Going Merry, Steamboat Willie's boat, a trade ship, and a Pantheon, but I'm still really proud of these builds and I'm glad I'm adding them to my world because it's just really cool to actually, finally, all of my life I've dreamed that I could do this, to have a Minecraft world in which I consistently play on and consistently build more to is just amazing. One of these days, I believe that I'll be able to do a world tour that's like over an hour long, you know, like some of the YouTubers I watch do, and that would just be my absolute dream. So even though these aren't the best of builds, they're still my builds, and I'm really happy with them. Alright, so this observatory is going to be built out of basalt. We've been using basalt a lot recently, but I still think it's one of the best building blocks for me to use. Yeah, I think this makes a decent base. Now I'm just gonna go up. I'm not sure how far I want to go with the base, but I think I want it to be a bit taller than in my creative test world, which wasn't very tall. Let's see. Is this about good? We'll go one more. That makes a good base, I think. Now we're just going to... Now I go inwards like this. The base of this actually reminds me a lot of the lighthouse we built a long time ago. And that's I guess that's just kind of my style when it comes to building anything that's tower-like. What I wanted to do is build a iron door for the entrance, which is, I think this is the first time I've used an iron door for the entrance. And then we will have a lever on either side, even though if we don't use the lever on this side, it's not going to be able to close now that I just realized that. Oh, wow, okay. This might be a little bit of a stupid design. An observatory doesn't need to look like it's a full tower, but it also doesn't need to look like, I don't know how you say it. It doesn't need to look like it's hella short either. I'm not aiming for a tower look with the observatory, but I also don't want it to look super short. This will be the base of our roof. I'm gonna see if I can build the roof out of only blocks. That could work. And then right here is where the observatory part can pop out. It's getting dark, but I feel like I can at least push it to its limit here by building, like, what will it look like when I do this? This might be my worst build yet. Like, this might be the build that I'm least proud of when it finishes, but oh well. Alright, definitely pushing my limits. It's way too dark now. I need to sleep. You know, I was getting to think, what would this world look like if I had shaders? Because, you know, on Bedrock Edition, I choose to use ray tracing because I just think it looks nice. And I know the beta version of Minecraft, the normal beta at least, actually did have some shaders. That's when shaders first started popping up. So there's some old shaders available for beta Minecraft, but none of them work for Better Than Adventure. So I was starting to think, what would this world look like with shaders? If you guys know if there's any shaders I can use with Better Than Adventure, please tell me. But as far as I'm aware, there isn't any. It would be absolutely amazing to see what this world looks like with shaders on. I know that the shaders in this version of Minecraft were a lot buggier and a lot uglier than the modern version of shaders, but I still think it would be really cool to look at the water and look at everything that I've built and be like, wow, this is what it looks like with shaders. And take some screenshots, you know? I'm gonna build a rim around the observatory here. You know, since I'm building an observatory in this video, I guess I should ask you guys, have you guys ever been to an observatory in real life? I know I haven't. I mean, I've been up to where that one in LA is, that famous one, but I've not actually been inside of it. It was closed when I went there. It's on my bucket list of stuff that I need to do. In my creative test world, I kind of just winged this part of this build, so I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to turn out. Something like that, I think. Since observatories open up, right here needs to be open up enough. So I'm thinking I'm gonna replace this entire part here with a bunch of stairs and slabs to make it look cool. Clearly, I'm not very talented at building an observatory when this is what I end up with. I'm not gonna do the inside of this observatory. It's never meant to be seen. I'm just going to do some basic touch-ups. I'm aware that this episode was a much shorter one, but I think I am happy with the touch-ups I've made, and now I'm going to head over to sleep and see what it looks like. I probably should have gone into this with more plans, and I probably should have built it bigger than it is, but hopefully from afar it at least looks semi-okay and semi-acceptable. As long as it looks semi-acceptable, it will be good with me. I mean, the roof looks a little finicky, but I dare to say that it does look kind of like an observatory if you squint, which is good enough to me. So that's going to be it for this episode. If you made it this far into the video, comment observe in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. I apologize for the short mini episode, and I apologize for not uploading last week. Bye-bye.